So what's up guys, it's here by Nino Quadji, and welcome back to another big baller video on Call of Duty Warzone Season 1 Reloaded. As of today, the Season 1 Reloaded update is finally out, and there are some big buffs and nerfs to various guns within Black Ops 6 Warzone. A lot of the MW3 and MW2 guns were nerfed, they're a little bit OP, and they buffed a majority of the Black Ops 6 weaponry. So today, I got 10 best loadouts, pretty much comprising of the Black Ops 6 weapons. If you guys want me to do videos on some of the MW2 and MW3 guns, let me know in the comment section below. If you guys are excited to see the new top 10 best guns in this game, or top 5 loadouts, make sure to drop a like in the video, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. I think we're going to start things off with the Ames 85 here. And if you guys are interested about my channel, I do upload high kill Warzone gameplays from time to time that you guys can learn from. So that being said, let's start out with the Ames 85. So for most of our long range guns, we're going to be using the optic of the Willis 3X, just one of the cleanest optics in the game, and allows us to see farther range opponents with a lot more ease. The muzzle here is going to be the suppressor, allowing us to stay off the minimap every time we shoot. But if you have trouble controlling this gun despite the other attachments, you could put on a compensator to, lower the overall vertical recoil of this gun and make it a ton more accurate. Underbarrel wise, we're going to go ahead and use the vertical foregrip to maximize out horizontal recoil control. So we essentially have almost zero recoil in the horizontal direction. Magazine here is going to be the extended mag 2, just so we have 60 rounds. As much ammo as possible for those fully armored opponents. And lastly, for our fire mod, we got the recoil springs, maximizing our horizontal and our vertical recoil control, allowing us to be as accurate as possible with this weapon. And like I said, these are the 5 attachments you should be focused on. I will show off 8 attachment class setups on my videos, my usual videos, but for this video, I wanted to be kind of quick and succinct, so we're only showing off 5 attachments. Just make sure you guys watch the other videos on my channel if you want 8 attachment class setups. And like I said, with these 5 attachments, you can change the suppressor to another muzzle to have more overall vertical recoil. But overall, the Ames 85 is a very solid choice here. Keeps itself very steady. Every time I pick it up from ground loot, it always feels very, very solid. And when you make it here in the firing range, I mean, as you can see, the gun is very steady and accurate and easy to use for those farther range kills. So you are going to find yourself in a nice amount of situations here where you can pretty much thrive in the game. So with that being said, obviously I want to show you guys a SMG class setup. But first, let me go over my general loadout so you guys can kind of see the basis that I use my class setups on. I always use the tactical to sim shot, provides a speed boost and a health boost. Lethal to throwing knife to finish off our opponents. Perk 1, Perk 2, Perk 3 is going to be Survivor, Quick Fix, and Temper to help keep us alive. And usually we're using the wild card of Overkill, but sometimes I make another class using Gunfighter, and then I have an 8 attachment class setup for both the AR and the SMG. But that's for like my main videos today. We're just covering the 10 guns using Overkill. So let's go ahead and go to our second gun here, which is going to be the KSV SMG. Now, when it comes to the KSV, we're going to be starting off with the muzzle to suppressor, keeping us off the minimap every time we shoot, and we don't really stretch our ranges with this, so we don't really need another compensator or muzzle brake to keep us more accurate. We're keeping ourselves up close. The barrel here that I recommend is the long barrel to really maximize your damage range. You could argue for bullet velocity from the reinforced barrel, but you're not really trying to snipe people with an SMG. So more often than not, the long barrel is going to provide you the most benefit and the bang for your buck. Magazine-wise, we got to put on that extended mag 2. We need as much ammo as possible for these multiple fully armored opponents in Warzone. Rear grip here, I recommend the ergonomic grip for that side of fire speed, dive of fire speed, and ADS speed, making you more snappy and really being able to utilize that omni movement to the max. And then for our fire mod here, we got the recoil springs to help provide some horizontal and some vertical recoil control to keep the gun even more steady. Now, when it comes to these 5 attachments, you could take off the fire mod and put on the underbarrel of the Ranger foregrip, so you have a little bit more horizontal recoil control and sprinting movement speed. But I feel like this gun can be a little bit inaccurate at times, so that's why I opted for the recoil springs. And when it comes to the KSV, it also has a nice feel to it. You're going to feel very speedy with it, and it's really, really nice up close. That might not be the best SMG in the game, but I did want to give you guys something that kind of works well in most situations, and you won't find yourself too disappointed with the KSV. But like I said, it's not the fastest killing SMG or anything. It's a fun little choice, and you might just be getting it for the camo. Anyways, let's move on. The next 2 guns that we got on our list here is going to be the Krig C and the Saug. The Krig are really showing off its amazing long-range potential. Let me go ahead and show you guys that class setup. Optic, once again, is going to be the Willis 3X. This is going to be the usual optic for the Warzone ARs here. The muzzle here is going to be the suppressor to keep us off the minimap, but of course, you can put on the compensator or muzzle brake for better recoil control overall. The barrel here is going to be the reinforced barrel to give us maximum damage range and bullet velocity to allow our bullets to connect faster at farther ranges with that bullet velocity, and extra damage range to boost the power of this weapon. The magazine here is going to be the extended mag too, so you have a 70 round mag for those multiple fully armored opponents. And for our fire mod, we got the recoil springs for both horizontal and vertical recoil control, like always. And like always, you can take off the recoil springs and put on the underbarrel of the vertical foregrip if you just want maximum horizontal recoil control. And the Krig C, it has a good amount of power compared to like some of the other meta ARs in this game, like the XM4 and like the GPR. It's just a little bit inaccurate at times, so maybe the vertical foregrip might be a better choice for you. You kind of do have to tap fire at times, but I do find it pretty solid as an AR myself, and I enjoy using it. So switch around the attachments or get yourself an 8 attachment class setup to really maximize this gun. Now moving over to the Saug SMG here, we got the muzzle of the suppressor, allowing us to stay off the minimap. The barrel here is going to be the long barrel to just really maximize our damage range, like always. On the barrel here, we got to use that Ranger foregrip for not only that horizontal recoil control, but a little bit more sprinting movement speed to be a little bit more speedy around the map. Magazine here is going to be the extended mag too, to maximize our ammo to 55 rounds. That way we don't have to worry about having too little of ammo for multiple fully armored opponents. And our rear grip here is going to be the ergonomic grip for that side of fire speed, dive to fire speed, and ADS speed to make the gun more snappy and boost that overall omni movement. And this pretty much is the best way to run most SMGs in this game. It just allows you to have the best of all worlds in a sense. So we're already feeling kind of speedy. You got the ergonomic grip and that Ranger foregrip helping. And then we're also pretty accurate and have a pretty good damage range with the SMG at a little bit farther ranges. The Saug has a really killer tiny kill, like up close, like within 10 meters. But then once you stretch out the ranges, it does become a little bit weak, and that's where you got to pull out your Model L, obviously, or whatever other long-range AR you're using. So, very fun SMG. Just got to keep yourself relatively up close to really find the full utilization of it. Going over to our third loadout now, we got the AR of the Model L, which I highly recommend. Got my most kills on Rebirth so far with this gun. And we got the SMG of the Kompakt 92, which is the fastest killing SMG up close. However, it doesn't have the best damage range. Let's go ahead and give you guys the class setups for each, starting off with the Model L. Like usual, optics is going to be that good old Willis 3X, which we all come to love. The muzzle here is going to be the suppressor, keeps us off the minimap every time we shoot. The barrel is going to be the good old reinforced barrel. The underbarrel here is going to be the vertical foregrip, just because I feel like the horizontal recoil is a little bit more annoying on this gun, and vertical is pretty easy to control. And the magazine is going to be the extended mag too, which only gives us a 50 round mag, but this gun really hits hard. So honestly, having only 50 rounds is not really deficienary for this gun. But with these five attachments, the Model L just feels good. I don't know what it is. It just feels nice to use. Doesn't have too much kick to it at all, especially with the vertical foregrip on this gun. And a lot of you guys are going to warm up to this gun extremely well. So definitely try it out. And like I said, you could always switch out the muzzle, the suppressor for a compensator, make it super accurate. But being off the medium map and be able to have a solid 5 attachment class setup really helps. And now going over to the Kompakt 92, we got the muzzle of the suppressor, keeping us off the medium map every time we shoot. The barrel here is going to be the long barrel to really maximize that damage range, and this gun needs it because it has like no damage at all. Underbarrel wise, we got our vertical foregrip to maximize the horizontal recoil control. Usually I would recommend the Ranger foregrip. You can still try it out if you want, but this gun is so inaccurate, you need as much accuracy as possible. Magazine here is going to be the extended mag 3 to have as much ammo as possible because this gun has the fastest fire rate, and burning through those 60 rounds, you're going to be out of ammo by the second opponent, luckily. Rear grip is going to be the ergonomic grip, like usual, with all the benefits that it gives us here. And when it comes down to it, the Kompakt 92 really benefits from having an 8 attachment class setup over just a 5 attachment class setup. And that's just because it does have a ton of recoil. Now, it has really great movement, as you guys can see here. It feels really nice to slide around with. But once you start shooting with it, yeah, it melts really quickly. But once you go to a damage dropout, that's a little bit hard to control. It does take a bit to kill. So it's a bit of a surprising weapon. So a lot of you guys probably won't like it unless you're somebody that really likes to get into somebody's face. But in Warzone, this is definitely more of a skillful weapon to use. If you can keep your engagements up close, you're going to be bodying like almost every opponent. But it is a little bit of a tougher SMG to use. But it did get a really nice buff, so maybe a lot of you guys will, you know, love it. Next up, we got the second best loadout, in my opinion, in Warzone. We got the GPR and the PP919, which are both really solid guns. Let's go ahead and start things off with the GPR, which has very little recoil. At this point, you guys get the drill. Willis 3X for our optic. Muzzle's gonna be the suppressor. Barrel's gonna be the reinforced barrel. Underbarrel's gonna be the vertical foregrip. And our magazine's gonna be the extended mag 2 for those 60 rounds. And at this point, I don't really gotta explain too much of like the class setup system because you guys can kind of, you know, make the decisions for yourself. You can, you know, sacrifice the attachment for something else. But the GPR 91 really is, in a sense, really simple to use, as you guys can see here. Just love the feel of it. No recoil. Really smooth to use, and You're gonna find a lot of success using this amazing long-range AR, so try it out with these 5 attachments. So moving on to the PP919, the loadout's gonna be a little bit different. Starting things off, the muzzle's gonna be the suppressor, the barrel's gonna be the long barrel as usual. The rear grip that we got here is the ergonomic grip like always, and we have the stock here now with the balance stock, allowing us to have a little bit more movement speed, allowing us to move around the map a little bit more efficiently. I actually decided to use the laser, the Strellock laser, to give us better hipfire to ADS accuracy, so we're able to like just ADS a little bit more accurately, which is really, really nice. You know, if you have a slower ADS, this is definitely going to benefit you in those type of situations. And there you guys go. For 5 attachments, this is how we're rocking the SMG here. If you want to switch things up, you could put off the laser and put on a fast magazine, which is also really nice, like Fast Mag 1, or you could put a fire mod on. But the PP919 already has so much ammo, which is why it's so beneficial here. So you got great movement, the gun feels really nice to use, and you can even speed up that ADS process by, like I said, putting on a fast mag. I just like having the 64 rounds. It's nice for multiple opponents, and this is arguably one of the best BO6 SMGs in the game. Just really smooth, has that magazine, and is speedy enough to be controllable. And now for what I consider to be the best loadouts within Black Ops 6 Warzone, we got the XM4 and the Jackal PDW. The XM4 is just super solid on this game, especially with 8 attachments. The Jackal PDW has a solid tiny kill for a pretty long range. Let's go ahead and give you guys the classes. Optic, like always, is going to be that Willis 3X. The muzzle is going to be the suppressor to keep us off the minimap. The barrel is going to be that reinforced barrel to keep us, you know, damaging at farther ranges. On the barrel is going to be that vertical foregrip, so we have as little recoil as possible in the vertical direction. And the magazine can either be the extended mag 2 for that 60 round mag, or you could just boost it up to the 100 round mag if you don't care about any sort of speed at all. I love that 60 round mag feel though. And there you guys go. When it comes to the XM4, it's legit easy money with this gun. Has a really great time to kill. It's super, super accurate. It does not let me down. Ever since I bought the Mastercraft and like used it for a Warzone video, I'm like, what the heck is this gun? Like, this gun was just super effective. So I really got nothing bad to say about this gun. It's easy mode to me. And when it comes to the Jackal PDW, we got the muzzle of the suppressor. Barrel's gonna be the long barrel. Magazine's gonna be the extended mag 2 for as much ammo as possible. Rear grip's gonna be the ergonomic grip for all the omni movement benefits. And lastly, I decided to use the stock of the balance stock just for a little bit more movement overall. Now, of course, you could always change up that stock for the underbarrel of the Ranger foregrip if you want a little bit more accuracy, but I feel like the Jackal PDW is already super accurate as an SMG, so I just thought the overall movement benefit was going to be a little bit more beneficial. But yeah, when you end up using the Jackal PDW in Warzone, it is super easy to use, very accurate. You can still make it even more accurate if you need to, and has a good amount of ammo as well. Pretty much on par with the PP919 in a sense. So if there's an SMG that you're kind of stuck on and you don't know what SMGs to use, I just say use a Jackal. Both this and the XM4 have been dominating Warzone really well within the Black Ops 6 Warzone meta. So there you guys go. Let me know if you guys enjoyed these 10 guns, and let me know if I should make another video based more on the MW2 and MW3 guns. I haven't used them too much because I've been focused on the camo grind for the Black Ops 6 weapons in Warzone. I really want to get that Abyss camo. So I'll definitely, you know, give those a shot when I get the chance to. But, I mean, they destroyed the RAL, they destroyed the DTIR. They even nerfed the STG, which I found pretty surprising. So we'll see how those guns perform, I guess. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Drop a like, subscribe, turn on the post notification if you guys enjoyed the video. And definitely look out for more future videos throughout the rest of this week. Really appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. And thanks for being the best people ever. I really freaking love you all.